I'm at the airport Ljubljana, and this is my second time going to Copenhagen. I'm flying to Copenhagen, but then I'll go with a train to my final destination, which is the City of Sound. Stick around. And finally, after 2 days of traveling, I arrived to the Sound Hub in Denmark. Over here, I've got my host. He's gonna show us around a little bit.
So welcome to Struer and welcome to Sound Hub Denmark. The whole idea is that we want to have sound companies working closer together in a nice environment like this, where all the facilities are there in order for you to test and validate your product. All the companies that will be working here will be focusing on sound, so there should be something in the problem they're going to solve or something in the solution that has to do with sound.
Why is Struer known as the City of Sound?
Struer is known as the City of Sound because Struer is the town where Bang & Olufsen was born in 1925. Sound Hub Denmark is located here in the former Bang & Olufsen buildings. It was the former R&D department of Bang & Olufsen, and when they moved out, we took over the place and we have renovated 3,100 square meters.
But I can't show you everything, it's so secret, classified stuff. Alright, so day one was a success. I learned a lot about the Sound Hub, the Struer and the history of Bang & Olufsen. So now on the second day I have business labs and tech lab sessions with our mentors. It's also important that I assemble a few headphones and get them ready for the measurements on the third day. Hopefully I'll get it all done. It's gonna be a ride. I did manage to get a laboratory, so a place where I can actually build the headphones for tomorrow when a guy, an engineer from Bang & Olufsen will join me and help me measure our headphones and do some development in the acoustics. So I'll be working here probably all night, to catch up with everything for tomorrow. Let's go! That is a prototype, and yeah, that's all you're gonna see. Yeah. Signing out, bon voyage, see you tomorrow. I managed to put together a control unit and a prototyping unit to play around throughout the day. I'm looking forward to working with such a well-respected expert such as Gert and experienced top-of-the-line equipment. I hope we'll find a way to fix the low-mids boost. Let's see what happens. Gert comes here and we'll work on measurements and we'll work on acoustics for our headphones. This is the very famous Bang & Olufsen Q, as they call it. So this is where they do all the measurements and experiments. This is basically going through the building from the floor to the second floor and all the way up. So it's a really big anechoic chamber, I guess. And right here is Kurt. And Gert will do the measurement of the impedance now. So I hope we'll find the problems we are searching for the past year, and hopefully Gert will have some magical ideas about solving them. This is the measurement room, a quiet room. Here is our friend, right? Hello, Frank. This is where we'll do some of the measurements, and the idea that we are trying to explore would be how can we modify our current design of the headphones to make them even more true, even more flat, using just acoustics and no DSP or whatever. We have a really cool guy helping us out here. He's been working in Bang & Olufsen for a really long time, his entire life, so he knows everything there is to know about acoustics and measurements. We tried measuring our headphones with the camera gear and the grass gear, and somehow we couldn't repeat the measurements again and again. Bang & Olufsen kind of saves the day this time. They have a special ear, and we're going to try using that to have some more stability in the measurements, so we can repeat them more precisely.
And we fucked it up. Even though we had a special ears that made it possible to repeat measurements with consistency, we still got about 2 dB deviation that made it impossible to make conclusions. The reason was me. I built the prototype too fast, and there was a gap around the ear pad seal in the thickness of a human hair that made all our efforts go in vain.
We are at Bang & Olufsen right now. I'll try to show you as much as I can. Here we go. Tour begins. I just got away from the group a little bit, so I'm trying to do things that, show things that I shouldn't maybe. These, for example, are the real models that they've been using in the development process, right? So they started with nothing really special, just a piece of paper to get the model in, all the way to the final products that you can, get on the market right now. Other speakers was actually made in a miniature world. Super tiny, super small speakers, just to get the design right. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Or smart. That's their flagship speaker system. The initial idea was this thing. It was in the lab for a few years before they actually attempted to even make a cabinet for it. And it ended out to be casted alloy. It's all one piece. Can you imagine that? Crazy. All one piece. Our visit or tour of Bang & Olufsen has come to an end. It was really cool to see how Bang & Olufsen approach research and designing new things.
Thank you very much, Bang & Olufsen. Thank you very much, SoundHub. Thank you very much, Accelerate Denmark, for hosting OLLO Audio. Denmark was great, you were all great, and I hope to see you again sometime.
This is kind of the conclusion of this 4-day trip to Denmark. So our time here is now finished. I'm gonna leave and try to catch the train and then the flight back to Ljubljana.